Nigeria is a country like no other, vibrant, diverse, and rich in culture. But behind its lively markets and bustling cities, there are some taboos and strange facts that will absolutely blow your mind. From beliefs that could leave you speechless, to traditions that might seem unimaginable elsewhere, Nigeria is home to customs and rules that are as fascinating as they are unique. Ever wondered why you shouldn't touch someone's head, or why whistling at night is forbidden? Or how about the fact that Nigerians speak over 500 languages? Stick around as we dive into 15 taboos and bizarre facts about Nigeria that you won't believe exist. Taboo 1. The use of certain colors in mourning. In some parts of Nigeria, wearing bright colors during mourning is considered highly disrespectful. While it is common in many cultures to wear black or muted tones when grieving, Nigerians, particularly from the Yoruba culture, have a deep connection to the symbolic meaning of colors. For the Yoruba and other ethnic groups, colors carry spiritual and emotional weight. During periods of mourning, especially after the loss of a loved one, the appropriate colors to wear are typically white or black. Wearing bright, lively colors like red, yellow, or green can be seen as inappropriate and disrespectful, as it may appear to suggest that the individual is not taking the mourning seriously. In Yoruba tradition, white symbolizes purity and peace, which aligns with the belief that the deceased has entered a peaceful afterlife. By contrast, bright colors are associated with joy and celebration, which are at odds with the solemn nature of mourning. Thus, following this cultural norm is not only a matter of respecting the grieving process but also showing reverence for the deceased soul. This practice emphasizes the connection between personal appearance and cultural respect, making it a taboo that continues to hold significant value in Nigerian society. Taboo 2. Touching a person's head. Touching someone's head, especially that of an elder, is considered highly disrespectful in many Nigerian cultures. The head is seen as the most sacred and spiritual part of the body, with cultural and religious significance in Nigerian societies. In Yoruba culture, for instance, the head is believed to house the individual's life force, and touching it, particularly without permission, can be perceived as an intrusion into that sacred space. Elders, who are highly revered in Nigerian society, are viewed as the bearers of wisdom and respect. Thus, touching their head or even being in close proximity to their head without consent is considered offensive and disrespectful. Additionally, many Nigerians believe that touching someone's head without permission can disrupt their spiritual balance and invite misfortune. This belief is not just rooted in cultural practices but is also linked to deep spiritual beliefs that tie physical actions to spiritual consequences. This taboo extends beyond physical contact, as it also speaks to a broader respect for boundaries and maintaining honor in relationships between individuals, particularly between younger people and elders. Taboo 3. Eating with the left hand. Eating with the left hand is considered a taboo in several Nigerian cultures, particularly among the Yoruba and Hausa. In these societies, the left hand is often associated with uncleanliness and improper conduct. While the right hand is seen as the more socially acceptable hand for eating, greeting, and offering gifts, the left hand is culturally reserved for tasks considered less dignified, such as cleaning oneself. The belief stems from the idea that the left hand is impure, and thus using it for eating, which is a social and communal activity, is seen as disrespectful and unhygienic. In the Yoruba culture, children are taught from a young age to use their right hand when eating or handing something to an elder. This practice is so ingrained that it is common for younger children to be corrected if they make the mistake of using their left hand, even when eating in public spaces. Additionally, this taboo goes beyond personal preference. It's a cultural norm that shows how strongly Nigerians value respect and the symbolic importance of actions tied to both hygiene and tradition. Taboo 4. Public display of affection. In many Nigerian cultures, public displays of affection, such as kissing or holding hands, are frowned upon, particularly in more traditional and rural areas. Nigeria, being a deeply conservative society in many respects, values modesty and decency, especially in public spaces. While urban centers like Lagos and Abuja may show more liberal attitudes toward affection in public, rural communities maintain more conservative views. For instance, in traditional settings, physical contact between couples in public is often viewed as inappropriate or disrespectful. This taboo can be traced back to deeply rooted cultural and religious beliefs, where displaying affection in public could be considered a breach of social norms. The idea is that love and affection should remain private and intimate, shared only in the safety of one's home or private spaces. This reflects the broader Nigerian emphasis on modesty and self-control in public behavior. Public affection, especially between unmarried individuals, is often seen as an embarrassment to families and communities. As Nigerian society continues to evolve, however, younger generations, especially in urban areas, are beginning to challenge this taboo and embrace more open expressions of affection. Taboo 5. Calling elders by their first names. In Nigeria, respect for elders is deeply embedded in the culture, and calling elders by their first names is considered highly disrespectful. Elders, especially in the Yoruba, Igbo, and Hausa cultures, are viewed as wise figures who have earned their place through years of experience, moral integrity, and cultural knowledge. Using an elder's first name, especially without adding a prefix or honorific like uncle, auntie, sir, or ma, is seen as an affront to their status and authority. This practice is so strongly enforced that younger people are often taught from childhood to address elders with a level of formality that reflects their position within the community. In some cases, addressing an elder by their first name without the proper title is seen as a serious offense that could lead to social repercussions. This taboo is more than just a matter of language. It's a manifestation of the respect that is expected in Nigerian society. The hierarchical structure of Nigerian culture places significant value on the position of elders, and failure to address them correctly is perceived as an act of defiance or disregard for the communal values of respect, humility, and deference. Taboo 6. Speaking ill of the dead 1 minute. In many Nigerian cultures, speaking ill of the dead is considered a major taboo, and it is frowned upon for a variety of reasons. The belief is that the deceased must be treated with the utmost respect, as their spirits are considered sacred and can influence the living. This taboo is rooted in the strong spiritual beliefs that pervade Nigerian society, particularly among ethnic groups like the Yoruba, Igbo, and Hausa. Speaking negatively about someone who has passed away is believed to invite misfortune or disrupt the peace of the deceased soul. Families and communities emphasize the importance of remembering the dead in a positive light, celebrating their lives and achievements rather than focusing on their flaws. This reverence for the deceased is reflected in Nigerian funeral rituals, where people gather to honor their loved ones with ceremonies and prayers. Talking negatively about the deceased is seen as an act of disrespect, not just to the individual, but also to the community and spiritual realms. Taboo 7. Whistling at night 1 minute. Whistling at night is considered to be highly disrespectful in several Nigerian cultures, as it is believed to attract evil spirits or bring bad luck. This superstition has been passed down through generations, especially among the Yoruba and Igbo people, who associate whistling at night with inviting dark forces or disturbing the tranquility of the evening. In some communities, it is thought that whistling at night could anger ancestral spirits, and as such, it's avoided at all costs. Children, in particular, are taught to refrain from this behavior, as it is thought to disturb the peace of the home and may lead to misfortune. The cultural significance of this taboo reflects the deep-rooted spirituality in Nigerian societies, where respect for the unseen world and the ancestral spirits plays a major role in everyday life. People are taught to maintain silence at night, a time when spirits are believed to be most active, and whistling is considered an invitation to chaos. Taboo 8. Crossing your legs in front of elders, 1 minute. In Nigerian cultures, particularly among the Yoruba and Igbo people, crossing your legs in front of elders is seen as a sign of disrespect and can be interpreted as an act of arrogance. The act of crossing one's legs, especially when sitting on the ground or in a formal setting, is viewed as a gesture of defiance or disregard for authority. This is because elders in Nigerian society are highly revered, and it is expected that younger people show proper deference to their seniors by sitting upright and maintaining a respectful posture. The idea behind this taboo is that a person who crosses their legs in front of an elder may appear too relaxed or dismissive, which goes against the cultural norms of honoring the wisdom and status of older individuals. It is taught from a young age that maintaining a humble and respectful posture, especially in the presence of elders, is crucial to one's reputation and standing in the community. Taboo 9. Giving gifts with one hand, 1 minute. In Nigerian culture, giving gifts with one hand, especially the left hand, is considered highly offensive. This is particularly true among the Yoruba and Hausa people, where the right hand is traditionally seen as the clean hand, associated with positive actions and respect. The left hand, on the other hand, is considered unclean and is used for tasks such as personal hygiene. When giving or receiving gifts, especially from elders or in formal settings, it is expected that both hands be used as a sign of respect and humility. Offering a gift with the left hand alone is interpreted as a sign of disrespect or carelessness. This taboo highlights the cultural importance of etiquette in Nigerian society, where small actions like the proper use of hands during a gift exchange carry significant meaning. It's a reminder of the high value placed on showing respect in interpersonal interactions, especially when honoring others with a gesture like gift giving. Taboo 10. Refusing a drink or food from a host, 1 minute. Turning down food or drink from a host is considered highly disrespectful in Nigerian culture, particularly in rural communities. Hospitality is one of the cornerstones of Nigerian society, and refusing an offer of food or drink is seen as rejecting the host's kindness and hospitality. Nigerian communities are known for their warm and generous nature, and sharing a meal is a deeply ingrained tradition. Refusing food, especially when it's offered by an elder or someone in authority, may be perceived as an insult or an indication that you are unwilling to partake in the community. In some regions, not accepting a drink or food can also be interpreted as a sign of arrogance or disinterest in the host's well-being. The importance of hospitality is so strong that it is often expected that guests eat or drink, even if they are not hungry, to show gratitude and respect for the host's efforts. This cultural norm also underscores the significance of communal living, where the sharing of resources is seen as a way to strengthen social bonds. Taboo 11. Not greeting elders, 1 minute. In Nigerian culture, particularly among the Yoruba and Igbo people, failing to greet an elder properly is considered a major taboo. Greetings are a fundamental aspect of social interaction in Nigeria, and they are an essential way of showing respect, particularly to elders. Elders are highly respected in Nigerian society for their wisdom, experience, and role in the community, so neglecting to greet them or offering a half-hearted greeting is seen as a grave disrespect. The way one greets an elder is also important, with different formal and informal greetings used depending on the time of day, the relationship to the elder, and even the region. For instance, in Yoruba culture, younger individuals kneel, for females, or prostrate, for males, when greeting elders as a sign of humility and respect. Failing to greet elders in these culturally prescribed ways can result in social embarrassment or even punishment in some communities. Proper greetings are viewed as a mark of good upbringing and are vital to maintaining harmony in social and familial relationships. Taboo 12. Talking during a traditional ceremony, 1 minute. In many Nigerian cultures, silence is considered a sign of respect during traditional ceremonies, such as weddings, funerals, and naming ceremonies. During these events, participants are expected to be quiet and attentive, listening carefully to the words of the elders, religious leaders, or spiritual guides who lead the ceremony. Talking during a ceremony, especially in the presence of elders or during sacred rites, is considered disrespectful, as it is seen as an interruption of the spiritual flow or a disruption of the ritual's significance. Traditional ceremonies are seen as sacred spaces where the community comes together to honor the customs and values that bind them. The silence is not just a matter of politeness. It is believed to enhance the spiritual energy of the ceremony and show deference to the cultural practices being performed. Those who break this taboo may face social sanctions or be labeled as disrespectful. Taboo 13. Pointing at people. 1 minute. Pointing at someone, especially with your finger, is widely considered rude and disrespectful in Nigerian culture. In many Nigerian communities, it's seen as an aggressive or confrontational gesture, suggesting hostility or a lack of respect for the person being pointed at. Pointing at an elder, in particular, is a major violation of etiquette. It's believed to show a lack of humility, and in some communities, it can even be perceived as an act of witchcraft or a way of directing negative energy towards someone. In Nigerian society, where respect for elders and social harmony are highly valued, such gestures are avoided. Instead, people are taught to use other, more respectful ways of directing attention, such as using a nod, a hand gesture, or simply calling out a person's name. The practice of avoiding pointing reflects the importance of maintaining peaceful, respectful interactions and upholding the dignity of others in social settings. Taboo 14. Using no directly. In Nigerian culture, particularly in the Yoruba and Igbo communities, directly saying no in response to a request or proposal is considered impolite and disrespectful. Nigerians generally avoid direct refusal and instead use more indirect language to express disagreement or decline an offer. This cultural norm stems from a desire to preserve harmony and avoid confrontation in social interactions. Saying no outright is seen as harsh and can be interpreted as rude or even aggressive. Instead, Nigerians may offer more polite refusals such as, "I'm not sure," "I'll think about it," or "maybe another time." This indirectness is also a way to show respect, particularly to elders or people in authority. By using softer, more nuanced language, individuals maintain social harmony and avoid putting others in an uncomfortable position. This cultural preference for indirect communication is a reflection of Nigeria's collectivist society, where relationships and community are prioritized over individual assertiveness. Taboo 15. Entering a home without permission. In Nigerian culture, especially in rural areas, entering someone's home without permission is considered a major violation of social norms. The home is viewed as a private and sacred space, and there is a strict cultural protocol regarding how one should enter. It is customary to knock or announce oneself before entering, as a sign of respect for the homeowner's privacy and authority. This taboo is tied to Nigeria's strong sense of communal living, where personal boundaries are respected and interactions are guided by mutual respect. Even in urban areas, where the pace of life is faster and boundaries may seem more fluid, the principle of requesting permission before entering remains strong. Failure to adhere to this taboo may result in embarrassment or social ostracism. In some communities, it is believed that entering someone's home without their consent could disturb the peace of the household or even invite bad luck. Fact 1. Nigeria has more than 500 languages. Nigeria is one of the most linguistically diverse countries in the world, with over 500 distinct languages spoken across its vast landscape. This staggering number makes it a true mosaic of cultures, each with its own unique language, traditions, and customs. The country's official language is English, a remnant of British colonial rule, but indigenous languages dominate the day-to-day lives of Nigerians. Among the most spoken are Hausa, Yoruba, and Igbo, but there are many smaller languages, each carrying its own significance and history. These languages are not just communication tools. They are also deeply tied to identity, culture, and heritage. For instance, the Yoruba language is rich in proverbs, while the Igbo language features tonal inflections that change the meaning of words entirely. The linguistic diversity of Nigeria highlights the complexity of its society and the importance of language in maintaining cultural continuity. Despite the spread of English, many Nigerians take great pride in their mother tongues, with efforts being made to preserve and promote these languages through education and media. It's a testament to Nigeria's rich cultural heritage and its position as a country where language truly shapes the fabric of everyday life. Fact 2. Home of the longest bridge in Africa. The third mainland bridge in Lagos is not just a critical piece of infrastructure. It holds the title of the longest bridge in Africa, spanning 11.8 kilometers, about 7.3 miles. This bridge connects Lagos Island to the mainland, easing traffic and facilitating trade and commerce in one of Africa's most populous cities. The bridge was completed in 1990 and has since become a symbol of Lagos's rapid urbanization and growing importance on the African continent. It is an engineering marvel, constructed to withstand the challenges posed by Lagos's bustling traffic and the city's coastal environment. The third mainland bridge is more than just a road. It's an integral lifeline for the city, carrying millions of commuters and goods daily. For Lagosians, crossing the bridge means more than just moving from one side of the city to the other. It represents the dynamic growth of a city that has become a regional hub for business, entertainment, and innovation. It also symbolizes the resilience of Nigeria's infrastructure, as the country continues to improve and expand its transport networks to meet the needs of its growing population. Fact 3. Unique Nollywood industry. Nigeria's film industry, Nollywood, has become a global phenomenon in its own right. As one of the largest film industries in the world, Nollywood has surpassed Hollywood in terms of the sheer volume of films produced annually. With an estimated 2,000 films made each year, Nollywood is the second largest film industry globally by output, after India's Bollywood. Despite its rapid rise, Nollywood's growth has been driven by resourcefulness rather than massive budgets. Many Nollywood films are made on shoestring budgets, yet they manage to capture the essence of Nigerian life with powerful storytelling, vibrant visuals, and compelling narratives. The industry has a unique blend of genres, from dramas and comedies to thrillers and romances, all reflecting the diverse cultural backgrounds and social issues within Nigeria. Nollywood has also expanded its influence beyond the borders of Nigeria, with a significant fan base in Africa, the Middle East, and even the Western world. The industry's success has played a crucial role in putting Nigerian culture on the global map and has provided a platform for emerging filmmakers, actors, and creatives to showcase their talents to the world. Fact 4. The richness of Nigerian cuisine. Nigeria is home to a food culture that is as diverse and rich as its people. The cuisine varies from region to region, with each ethnic group contributing its unique flavors, ingredients, and cooking techniques to the national food scene. Some of the most iconic Nigerian dishes include jollof rice, pounded yam, and suya. Jollof rice, often served with fried plantains and grilled chicken or beef, is a beloved dish at weddings, parties, and family gatherings. It's a flavorful, one-pot rice dish cooked with tomatoes, onions, and a blend of spices that gives it a signature red color. Pounded yam, often paired with soups like egusi or ogbono, is another staple that is cherished for its smooth, stretchy texture. Suya, a spicy skewered meat often served as street food, is a favorite snack that captures the smoky, savory essence of Nigerian grilling techniques. Nigerian cuisine is a reflection of the country's diversity, with flavors ranging from spicy and savory to sweet and tangy. Food plays an important role in Nigerian culture, not only as a means of sustenance but also as a symbol of community, celebration, and hospitality. Fact 5. Nigerians' preference for respect over money. In Nigerian society, respect is often considered more important than wealth. While financial success is certainly valued, it is the respect and dignity one commands that truly defines an individual's standing in the community. In many parts of Nigeria, elders are revered, and the way someone is treated in their community is largely shaped by how much respect they show others. Wealth can be fleeting, but respect is seen as something that can be cultivated and preserved throughout one's life. For example, it is common to see wealthy individuals who place more importance on their reputation and how they are regarded by others than the money they have accumulated. This cultural norm is deeply embedded in Nigerian society, where maintaining honor, showing humility, and earning the respect of others is a lifelong pursuit. Nigerians take pride in their ability to navigate social hierarchies and maintain dignity, often emphasizing that respect is a foundation upon which lasting success and influence are built. Fact 6. Lagos is one of the fastest-growing cities. Lagos, Nigeria's commercial capital, is one of the fastest-growing cities in the world, with its population projected to hit 24 million by 2030. The city has seen rapid urbanization over the past few decades, driven by both migration from rural areas and its status as a major economic hub. Lagos's sprawling cityscape is a mix of modern skyscrapers, busy markets, and informal settlements, all teeming with life. The city's growth is fueled by its strategic location along the coast, its status as a major port, and its bustling economy, which includes industries such as oil, technology, entertainment, and finance. The expansion of Lagos has brought both opportunities and challenges, including traffic congestion, inadequate infrastructure, and housing shortages. Nevertheless, the city remains a magnet for entrepreneurs, professionals, and workers seeking better opportunities. Lagos's dynamic energy and entrepreneurial spirit have earned it the nickname, the city that never sleeps, reflecting its constant movement and relentless growth. The city's development is a testament to the resilience and ambition of Nigeria's people, as they continue to drive Lagos forward despite the challenges it faces. Fact 7. Nigeria's space program. Nigeria has made significant strides in space exploration, becoming one of the few African nations to venture into space. The country's space program, led by the National Space Research and Development Agency (NASRDA), has seen Nigeria launch several satellites into orbit. In 2003, Nigeria launched its first satellite, NigeriaSat-1, a landmark achievement that placed the country on the global space map. Since then, Nigeria has continued to develop its space capabilities, with a focus on using satellite technology for agriculture, disaster management, and environmental monitoring. The space program is not just about technological advancement but also about demonstrating Nigeria's growing influence in science and innovation. The success of Nigeria's space ventures has inspired many young Nigerians to pursue careers in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, STEM, further contributing to the country's efforts to diversify its economy. Nigeria's space achievements also reflect a broader trend of increasing scientific and technological engagement across the African continent, with many nations investing in space programs as part of their development strategies. In conclusion, Nigeria is a country full of unique taboos and strange facts that reflect its rich cultural heritage, vibrant society, and remarkable achievements. From the diversity of its languages and traditions to its remarkable contributions to the global film industry, Nigeria continues to surprise and inspire the world. These taboos and facts provide a glimpse into the complexity and beauty of Nigerian life, offering a deeper understanding of the values, beliefs, and innovations that shape this dynamic nation. We'd love to hear your thoughts. What other Nigerian taboos or facts do you find fascinating? Drop your comments below, ask questions, or share any experiences you may have about Nigerian culture. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more exciting content like this, and be sure to check out our other videos to dive deeper into Nigeria's incredible stories.